Hey, hi, and how you doing? My name is Tony, and I suspect you probably knew that. If you're seeing this, there is a good chance that we know one another already. Making a video today because I really, truly, deeply, badly would love that you have a 2021 that you are over the moon about, excited about, feel fulfilled by, and I want that too. And so, what I found in my own life is that when I work with other people to help them stick to a plan or a process that we have kind of co-created and invested in together, I'm at my best. And so my thought is that I'd make a quick video here and invite you to join me into at least a January, I'll say, commitment, which can be fluid and loose and TBD on what it's going to look like. But the idea would be that you share a goal, and we help create a plan or a process or a system that, if you follow, you should make progress towards your goal. I am going to do the same thing. One of the things that I'm very I keep hearing myself think about, is I want to do YouTube things. I've had fits and starts of YouTube things in the past, and I think that YouTube is a pretty good channel, platform for me, medium for me, because while I think at times I've written well, I think that I often probably talk gooder than I write. Not the best speller. Uh, Often get in my own head about the words that are coming out, but I think that generally I can say the thing in one take better than I can write the thing in one take. Anyway, so that's why I want to use YouTube. YouTube's going to be, today at least, my commitment for 2021. I think that when thinking about goal setting, I always advise on measuring things that are in your control versus outcomes that might not be in your control. An example, for if YouTube's going to be my focus, which it might be, an example would be if setting a goal of 1,000 subscribers at the end of 2021. That's an outcome. That's not something that I can necessarily control. I can, however, control making 100 YouTube videos and publishing them and putting them out into the world. One way or another, I can make sure that 100 YouTube videos come out. They don't need to be the best in the world. They don't need to be world class. But I theoretically, I can control how many videos I put out over a given course of, a year. I can't control if it resonates with anyone. I can't control if they like, subscribe, comment below. But over time, when you stick to a process and have a plan, and there are people that are with you that are supporting you or checking in on you and seeing how it's going and nudging you when they kind of know that it's not going, it increases the likelihood that the goal is achieved, and the outcomes that aren't in your control tend to trend trend in the direction of what you might hope for, or sometimes wilder expectations than you could have dreamt of. So with that, I'll say that just in case you don't know who I am or we haven't connected in a while, my name's Tony Ubertaccio. Say it crazy in Italian because I didn't say it crazy in Italian when I was a kid. I now live in Asheville, North Carolina. Grew up in the great state of New Jersey. Moved down here with my, at the time, girlfriend, then fiance, and wife. No, fiance. I don't know, but it was a year and a half ago. Yeah, so I had to be fiance. Moved down here. We started a podcast. That podcast has now tens of thousands of listens. It's about making it in Asheville. It's called Making It in Asheville. We started a marketing company called Making It Creative because we moved to a town that didn't have, plentiful job opportunities, and with that we brought our own in a marketing company. That marketing company had a slow start, but 2020 will be a multiple six-figure company. Our net income should exceed the net incomes that we were making in New York when we had full-time jobs. Used a process, used a plan, used a strategy, executed against a strategy to build that. I now am running a multiple $1 million company that sells something that you might not even believe people still buy, and rightfully so. And so that business is in a really interesting place. The historical core driver of the business is, as an industry, is falling kind of, I'll say apart, but maybe just like shrinking. And so we have some urgency for building a parallel sales engine inside the business. That gives me a lot of excitement. Part of why I want to get reps in on YouTube is because I think that while the business has been extremely successful over the years, it has not had a really strong inbound sales engine. And so I want, theoretically, I keep saying theoretically, but I want that that there are inbound inquiries to that business. I think that YouTube could be a great channel, great medium for that business. And so practicing on my own makes some sense. And so while I have goals that are certainly look more like, how do you buy a home for the first time? How do you ride a motorcycle? How do you do adventure camping? How do you do backpacking? And I moved to the South to, play with some toys that aren't necessarily accessible, I'll say, in New York or in New Jersey. And I want to use this channel to share some of that. And so my thought is to challenge you to tell me what something that you wanted to start or something that you wanted to do with more consistency, what that looks like, what that is. I would love to, create a plan with you or a process. I don't think that the plan and process, there's so many. Like every diet works. It's just a matter of if it works for you. And so we create a plan process for, call it just January, and check in with you, see how it's going. My goal is to start now, not wait till January, but I also understand that typically the last couple of weeks of the year are some of the craziest of the year. This year has been so crazy the last couple of weeks. How can they be crazier than the rest of the year? So I'm just going to get started. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So thank you. I hope that, if you made it this far, I hope that you send me a message and tell me what you want to get into. And I look forward to making 2021 a year that's kind of in our control for as much as it possibly can be, and where we do the things that we say we want to do. All right, talk to you soon.